Oops. Oops. Thank you guys. I was recording a time lapse yesterday, so I turned everything off. Now we're back. How are you guys? Hey Uni. Hey Head. That's awesome. I'm just gonna open this in the property matrix and give it a nice collision. Which is complex as simple. It's gonna work great for low poly meshes. And here we are supposed to walk. So I'm doing like this jungle river that will go through different rocks and different waterfalls, and then it meets the lava, and it basically, I want like a burned forest around that area, and I want like a lot of like dead trees and ashes on the floor and stuff like that. Oh, we cannot move past this area. There's something blocking its way, my way here. Is it this rock that is not allowing me, or is it this tree? I guess it might be the tree. Let's see. But yeah, I want to like create a super cool jungle environment that connects to the rest of this. Let's see how it goes. And then after these like waterfalls meet in there, I want like this dead forest here, and I want the lava like to go down here, and I want all this area to be like kind of burning and stuff. I want like some kind of like ashes falling down, like burning debris falling down and stuff. And this area can continue all the way through this other area, and I want the volcano like to also be like dripping lava here, and then we can go back to the beach and maybe connect these two areas through the mountains or something. That'll be very cool. Okay, so I wanna see what happened with the collisions. I don't remember having that collision issue yesterday. It might have to do with this tree, because I modified it. I modeled it, so that's my best guess for now. Hey, how are you, Kirsten? So I'm going to modify this right here on the static mesh, and this is the one that I played with. Hey, what's up, Space Cowboy? And I'm going to go to collision. Remember, guys, that there is a vertical stream.
What game is this?
I'm working on an RPG open world environment.
Hello, friend.
Hey, how are you? Wow, we got a lot of people today. That's very nice. This is an open world environment. I'm not really sure what we are going to do with this yet, but I have a client who asked me to build like a nice, very big environment that he's planning to use for an RPG, which I might help him with. I'm not really sure what.
It looks great so far.
I appreciate it. I really want to go down into the details, but the bigger it gets, the more diluted it gets. So I really want to like start set dressing and adding like little things and like really make it like beautiful and intricate and stuff like. So I'm gonna like try to find like a balance between speed and detail, because if I go too speedy, the actual outcome is not so nice. I kind of need to motivate myself and actually finish some areas, then continue with the next one. Let's see if I can check what happened here, because we have a collision here that is not allowing me to walk through. So I'm going to show collisions, and it's supposed to tell me where the collisions are. So let's see if I can walk around.
Vines are dope. Are those meshes?
Yeah, everything is meshes, everything. It's a very low poly mesh, so that's great, because I can do a lot with meshes, and since it's like very low poly, it's a very nice for performance. And I'm going to make everything nanite to hopefully get a better performance. So now I'm able to walk around. Yay! There was like some collision issue with the thing, with the rocks. So you see now it's for the scale of the character, it's a little bit boring because there's not much going on. That's the real challenge, right? Like making it interesting for the character. Because if you look at the environment from far away, it's like, oh, it's very nice to fly through, right? But we need to like make it very interesting for the player perspective, which is the very complex part, because it has to do a lot with level design. Like you see, like if it's like a flying game, yeah, it works, but we wanted to make it very, very interesting. So here I want to make like a blueprint for vines, so we can like attach 2 points and create a vine, and in between those points I want like vertical vines to fall. Yeah, I heard the news, which I think is great, because I didn't know that reality capture became free a couple of months ago. Yes, that's great. I have a camera, I can create my own 3D scans, and I guess, hey Magma, how are you? So yeah, I think it's great news, because in one hand,
oh man, rip Quickseal.
I mean, not rip, but you can still buy them for $1 a piece, and you can still make your own 3D assets. You can still
please do the blueprint for the vines now grinning face, that would be so interesting.
To do that blueprint, might not be a great idea to do it on live stream, because it might take me some time and research. I want to base myself on this other blueprint I have that comes from this bridge. I have this bridge that I can connect. So you see, it's a spline, and we have like a start point, and then we have an end point. And the more we drag it, it makes more little pieces of wood around it. So I can use this spline to create the vine spline just by modifying it. But that's a little technical, and it's a little stressful, to do it live, because then it's you may face some issues and stuff, and it's kind of want to like get some set dressing going, and then we can like try that out, because
yeah, but this will definitely impact 3D artists that rely on making stuff with Quickseal Bridge.
Yeah, but
Nice.
the problem
How would I do that? Can you direct me to some tutorial somewhere?
I don't know any specific tutorials on how to make vines with a thing. But you know what? Like, we do need a lot of vines. Like, actually, let's just do it, because I do need a lot of vines for this environment, like a lot of them. So it's something that I do need to do. So let's try to get it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go Control B to browse and check the bridge blueprint. Okay, let's see how it's constructed. So this blueprint hanging bridge,
Artists that would just slap a bunch of quick seal bridge stuff to an environment and call it realistic LOL.
it's not that easy. It's not that easy, believe me. Like, people who like just use mega scans and create like super great stuff,
Good luck.
it's not that easy. Like, you will say like, oh, everybody can do that, but no, it requires some thought process. It requires some work. Like, it looks super easy and like, right, like just drag and drop and like put it here, put it there, but no, it requires some composition. It requires some logic. It requires some camera work, lighting work. It requires some skill. It's nice, and you can tell people who can do it better and people who can just like don't know much about like composition, lighting, and the logic behind it. You can tell the difference. But the good thing about Quixel going offline is that going not free is that you will stop having like a bunch of art that looks the same. Like, everybody's doing the same jungle, everybody's doing the same environments. Like, they're using the same assets over and over, and it's like it gets degraded to a point where like people are like, oh, this guy is just asset flipping. Oh, this guy, I've seen those assets before. So it like really brings the art down. It's like, oh, I've seen that street texture a million times. I've seen that manhole 1,000 times. I know exactly where to get it. Oh, I've seen that rock. I've seen that plant.
Honestly, these artists need to start learning 3D modeling and make their own stuff.
And that's greater for 3D artists, because now I will be able to go to Costa Rica and like find some very unique 3D scans and put them in my marketplace, and they will be like, oh, I don't see where to get this scan. Like, I haven't seen those kind of rocks before. I haven't seen those kind of plants. I haven't seen those kind of trunks before. So I'm gonna like, it gives more chance to the artist as well. So I think it's a great thing, actually. And Quixel is gonna keep on growing. They're gonna make even better scans. They're gonna make even better packs. So I think it's great. They're doing this because in 2025 they're gonna release a bunch of new packs, and it's gonna be like, whoa, okay. And now like not everybody will have them, which is nice because it will make the art a little bit more unique and stuff. And you can still like use the same Quixel assets but modify them a little bit with the texture and some settings and get something unique. It's just a matter of how much like detail you want to put and how much work you want to put. So let's try to do the BP Vine jungle, let's call it something like that. Okay, so let's go back here and let's try doing this. Okay, so let's understand what's going on with the BP Vine. Let's open it up. For people who are looking at the vertical stream, they won't be able to look at this. You guys need to go into the horizontal stream to actually see what I'm doing with the blueprinting. Okay, so now if we open the blueprint, it doesn't look that complicated. We have a little bunch of nodes. So we have a default scene route, which gets the world location, and then we have an end piece, and then we have vectors. Okay, distance squared. Okay, so that's what creates the spline. And then we have a construction script. We have a spline right here, and we have the start, the end of the spline. We have point resolution. We have these things, unit direction, start, end, spline point, end. Okay, we have a bunch of math here, but what I'm really looking at is the set static mesh right here. So this static mesh is what we need to change basically. We just need to change this static mesh for a vine. So we have one static mesh right here, and we need to look for the other static mesh. Okay, which is spawn curve rope. Spawn rope. Okay, spline offset pole. Okay, get right vector, curve rope. Okay, and let's see the components of the variables. We have start, end, distance, point resolution, step, plank size, random C range, width, rope mesh. This rope mesh, length, rope distance, height, and pole. There's a pole right there. Okay, so we have one static mesh here. That's great. We can get rid of this one. We don't need that one. We can make it invisible for now. And we can change the plank for vines. And basically the rope, we will need to change the rope texture and color for actually being a vine. And that way we can actually achieve this. This looks a little complicated. I don't really understand exactly what's going on in here, but what we need to look for right now is just the static mesh spawner. So we have where is it? Set static mesh plank. Okay, so I'm going to try to modify this and just start playing with it a little bit to see if we can actually get something interesting, which is going to be, instead of the plank, I'm going to get a vine. And let's just set one little vine, just one little vine right here, and I'm going to just drag and drop it here, right there, so we have one vine. Okay, and then when it comes to the pole, the poles of the bridge, I'm going to reset this to none. Let's clear it out. So we have no poles, we have only the ropes and the vines. Now I want to pull this and see what happens. So it's the jungle vine. Okay, let's try to actually get this vine from here. Let's go to a place where let's try to connect it from here to here. We have the BP vine. Okay, we have an endpoint, and those are the ropes. Instead of 4 ropes, we only need one rope for now. Okay, but I kind of wanna just place it. Okay, and the question is now, how can we make the vines go down? That's a little bit more complicated stuff. So we have this endpoint, we have the vine, and now we have a bunch of options. A bunch of options that I kind of need to copy from the other blueprint, because this bunch of options are very important. Let's copy these default properties and let's see if I can paste them here. Okay, nice. So we have a bunch of ropes going down, a bunch of little things going down. Again, the pole, I don't want the poles, and then I want to rotate this. The question is, are they actually going to look down all the time? Because I copied the end location, which it's a little bit too much. Yeah, we need all the vines to go down. That's gonna take a little bit of of blueprinting logic to get right, because now they're following. We kind of want them to go down on the world direction, and we only need one little rope that actually goes through the thing. Okay, so at least we have something going on, and I need to actually get those ropes going. Let's see if we can get the rope. This is plank, and this is curve, and then this one is called lower right, lower left, upper left, upper left. They call the same thing twice. I think they messed up there. It should be upper right. So this is what spawns the rope, right? So we only need one rope spawner, actually. We just need one, and it's a sequence. Okay, so I'm going to try to only spawn one rope. Let's just come here and break it right there, and I'm going to there you go. And do we have the same settings on both of them? Make little float. No, the settings are different. It's like inverted. Yeah, we have set inverted settings, which makes sense to get those four ropes. Now we have one cable, and we have the thing, the vine. The problem with this is that I'm getting the rope not to be aligned with the spline. I need this rope to be exactly on top of the spline. So let's see if we can get that. So here, offset, we have a rope distance, make literal float. I haven't seen this node before. Okay, coordinate space local. Oh, okay, with this coordinate space, I think we can change the thing. A return value offset. Let me just try something. What if we here is where I need to experiment a little bit. I'm going to break this, double click on the line, and break this node and connect it directly there. And I'm going to see what actually happened. What actually happens here. Okay, I don't see any changes. Okay, what if we just break the whole thing and just connect directly? And magically we got the rope on top of the vine. I don't know what I did, but I just returned the value straight from the spline to the offset. Makes sense, no need for this math, which I'm not gonna like delete now. I'm just gonna try to connect how it was. And I will leave it there for now. Now we got one rope and we got the vines going. Good, that's good. The question is, can we make those vines actually go down? Because we don't want to follow the object direction, we want to follow the world direction. So let's go to the plank, which now it's gonna be called vine. Let's start actually naming things properly. Vine, and this is going to be curve. Okay, so here we need to look for the world, everything that it's let's see, relative transform, new local variation. All right, so it says local. Get up vector distance along spline local. Can we go world? Let's just change this one. And remember that we changed that one. I'm gonna leave it here and see what happens. Nope, I'm not getting the result I need. Let's go local. and then get rotation. The rotation is actually what we need. Let's go world. Okay, doesn't get the thing I need. Rotation on C range 0. This is where things get a little tricky, because instance transform rotation. Sometimes the easiest solution is the one that works, which is disconnecting the input value, and it works. It's like, don't rotate the vines, leave them there, just leave them alone. And it works. Now we have vertical vines. Yay, we got it. That's so nice. I love blueprinting. Like, it's like, let's get rid of this bunch of code and let's just leave the vines alone, and it works. That's funny. Okay, so we have some vines. Very good. And they're actually vertical. Yay, that's super cool. And now we can actually make this very interesting. One thing I want to change is the rope. I don't know where to change the rope texture, which is gonna be interesting to actually find that out. Sometimes it's very hidden. Sometimes it's very, very hidden. Sometimes it's inside the construction script, which is event graph. No, we don't have event graph. We only have a construction script. So we have some math in here. Spawn curve rope, spline offset spawn. Let's see if we can find that mesh somewhere. Start and distance, point resolution, step, blank size, random width, rope length, local variables, rope distance, rope pole. Okay. So it doesn't come from the vine, it comes from the curve, and it does not. It might come from spawn rope. Spline rope distance, make literal. Yeah, I don't know where exactly it comes from. Let's try the curve one. Get unit at spline point, power. Yeah, I add instant static mesh. Is this the rope? It comes from here. I don't see any static meshes here. Yeah, that's sometimes the trickiest part, just finding where the static mesh is located in the whole graph. Let's see if we can actually try this another way. Sometimes it's on the options, sometimes it's hidden somewhere around. For example, here we can see the pole static mesh, but not the rope. Let's try it another way. What if we go pole and we look for that right here, and we go Control B? So we have the thing. So we have the rope here, right? And if we go to reference, find references, reference viewer. There you go, we found it. Unreal Engine is so nice, it tells you where it's actually being referenced. So it's being referenced from BP Hanging Bridge and BP Vine Jungle. Okay, good, but can you give me more information? It's being referenced from Doesn't tell me much. It tells me that it's being used by the blueprint, that's it. Yeah. Damn. SM rope. Yeah. Is there a way to actually go into... I can modify this thing, but it will change the bridge as well. That's not what I want. I want to modify it only on the Vine spline, on the Vine blueprint. So let's go content. This is amazing because with this blueprint I can actually start like making something very cool. We can actually get a lot of detail, and then we can actually make it more, add different vines, and like actually start making this super cool. Which we also have a problem with the vines, but we're gonna like fix that up. Let's see. Okay, so it's time to actually open the blueprint. Which is where is it? There you go, Vine Jungle. Yep, where's the construction script? Okay, there you go. Spawn. Okay, oh, there's a function for the rope right there. It's inside a function. Cool. So we have a bunch of other graph. We have a new graph to work with. So static mesh. Boom. Pole. Let's go and find that out. I know it's in here. It should be in here. Spawn curve rope is a function. Okay, get the length. Okay, rope mesh length. Add mesh component. There you go. We found the rope. There you go. I found it. It's on the function right here. Good. Okay, add spline mesh component. Great. That's amazing. So let's just come here and change this texture for something green. I know I have a green texture somewhere. That should make the rope green. There you go. We have a rope, a green rope. Nice. Super sweet. I would like to make it the same color as the vine, as the other vines. That'll be super cool. One way to do that is finding the material that the vine is using. The problem is that that vine is using a trim sheet, so we might not be able to get the right color from it. Yes, it's using a super huge trim sheet right here, which is using a bunch of little colors. We need to sample this. Let's go into I want to change the shader. There you go. I want to see the thing like that, and we need to sample this green color so we can actually make a material from that. Yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to just create. Let's just make a super quick material, which is gonna be, let's call it M Vine BP with lower cases, so it's just like the material for the BP for the blueprint. So here we're gonna press 3 for just a color, a vector, and then I'm going to sample that actually this color, which is maybe not the greatest. If I go on lit, there you go, I need to sample on lit because there's no actually change in color. Maybe there is because the HDRI, I'm not sure, but let's just sample this and see if we can get something similar. Let's sample here. Okay, we have that green, and then let's apply that green here and change a little bit the roughness because we want the same roughness, which we can actually sample from this material. Let's just actually find out what the roughness is. I don't think it has. Yep, I don't think there is any roughness here. It moves a little bit, that's funny. Okay, yeah, let's just add this material, which I'm going to go roughness 1. Take the roughness away. For now. And let's apply this to the BP vine. Rope. And let's go right here. Bloop. Okay, save. And we have the same color. Well, maybe not the same, but very similar. Yeah, kind of works. Okay, great. So we got some stuff going on. Now I don't like the static mesh. The vine, it is not actually growing from the main vine. We need it to actually be connected. So let's try to figure that out. Let's save this right here and right there. And I'm going to go to BP Vine Jungle, and let's figure that out with the construction script blank, which is a vine right now. And I'm actually gonna change the color of this and sample this color to make it the same color of the vine. That way I know where things are. And let's actually make this a little bit bigger. Okay, cool. Nice spaghetti he got for us. So here we have double instance. We are appearing the mesh twice here, which is add static mesh component, and then we have another mesh component, which really I don't understand why that happens. Before changing the blueprint, let's change the settings. Let's actually see what happens if I play with the settings. So we have plank size, let's go 0. Okay, let's add 10. It's a bunch of planks and they have 2 spawning points. Let's add 5. Let's add 1. Okay, so we need a bigger number for less vines. Okay, it works the other way around. Okay, no problem. 200 doesn't make anything, 300 doesn't get less. It's interesting, it gets up to 100. Okay, so rope distance, height, width, let's see, 150, 0. The width of really doesn't change anything. But it's okay, all I need is the plank random C range step. Let's see what happens if I step at 1. Okay, with the step I can make the vines go down, or I can make them go up a little bit tighter or looser. So here let's see if I go 0, I go 1, 10. Point resolution and step. Okay, that's good. Point resolution is how many points the spline will have, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not exactly, but maybe 10 points without counting the start and the end. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So all I need to figure out now is how to get these little vines to grow exactly from that point. So let's go back to the thing. So I want this to spawn exactly in the curve, which is instance transformation location right here. Let's follow this line. Rotation from x vector, get location at distance along spline. There's a distance multiplier. Aha, get spline length. Okay, and there's something else. Rotation, get up vector distance. No, we don't need any of that. No, that's for the rotation. Get up vector distance along spline. Okay, yep, that's for the rotation. All of this nonsense, this is for the rotation. Let me just push it out. We don't need that. We only need to work on the position right now. So we have some multiplying things. We have some empty nodes doing nothing here. Like, what is this? These blueprints are super disorganized. Like, come on, dude. If you're gonna sell an asset pack, at least like comment your your blueprints and make them nice. Okay. Okay, instance transform location, get location distance from. Okay, so we have a get location and distance along spline. Okay, so we do have a node here that we do need to play with. Okay, it's just the spline information. Okay, so this comes from the spline. Distance, get spline length, and here get spline length. Let me go with the same strategy. Let's just delete the distance. Let's keep it 0. Let's see if actually that solves the problem. Okay, it brings everything to the starting area. Okay, maybe that's not the solution. Yep, we need that distance. And it's being divided by the plank size. Okay, we have a plank size thing. So let's actually plank size. If we go 0, it goes there. 100, it goes there. That's okay. That's great. Random C range. What does this do? Is that? I think that had to do with the rotation. Let me see. No, but our rotation is totally disconnected. With. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. And once we have this going, wow, I'm gonna make like so many vines. It's gonna be so nice. So we are getting the spline length divided by the plank size. Truncate. Okay, we have a truncate for loop. Rounds A towards 0, truncating the fractional. This truncate. Actually, let's just see what happens if we get that disconnected. Let's just break this link and yeah, I'm not able to get this going right, and I still don't understand why I'm getting 2 splines. Which is it? Because this add instance mesh. What if new location variable, and this is a set? Okay, maybe if I let me just try something a little different. I think maybe the problem is here. I don't know if this might work or not, but it gives me the impression that this node is duplicating the vine in 2. It's getting me 2 points and I just need 1 point. So I'm going to actually try to make these little points here so I remember what I changed. And before I do anything crazy, I'm gonna take a little screenshot and then I can actually just disconnect that right here. It goes through here and here through here. So we don't actually we are not actually using this one. Let's see. No. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else can we do with this. What? The question is, what is it? The mesh that I'm using? It might be just the mesh. I think I'm messing up big time. I think it's just the mesh. Yep, let's look for the mesh. Maybe the mesh is not the correct one. Is this a double mesh? No, it's a single mesh. No, it's a double mesh. It's the mesh itself. Come on, dude. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. Oops. I'm using a double mesh. That makes no sense. The pivot is in the center. The blueprint will never be able to fix that. I actually just need to change the mesh. Yep. I was expecting that, and I'm very happy that I realized that. Maybe not so fast, but lol. Oops. So here, if I go and actually add the right mesh to this thing, we should be able to just get one vine where it's supposed to. Let's go vine, and actually let's just add this one, which is a singular vine. Okay, into the where's my jungle thing? Right here. And I would like to just add my single vine there, and I'm supposed to be getting only 1 vine. There you go, that's it. Good. Now we have 1 single vine along the whole thing, which is awesome. Great. Okay, we have the basics. We have the basics of the thing, which we can actually make more complex and more interesting. Now I can actually clean up the blueprint and make it super nice, so we don't have any extra nodes or anything. Nice. It looks boring because the distance is exactly the same and the scale is exactly the same between vines, but I think we can actually change that. If we go back and actually try to play with the scale of this, I guess we can have transform scale. Can we actually get like a multiplier, like something that will make the scale change randomly? Is there like a random boolean or float or something I can just use for the scale? Random float. Let's see. There you go. We have a random thing going on. That might not be the greatest solution, but it kind of works. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That way we can actually add a bunch more of splines just by going to point resolution. Where is it? Blank size. Yeah, we make the plank size smaller actually. If we go to 2, we get a bunch of them. Oh yeah, now we have a bunch of little vines, and they're all different sizes, and it kind of works. It kind of looks cool. So let's actually go to plank size 5, 10. That doesn't look nice. Let's go 7, 10. I mean, sorry, 5, 4. Let's see how it looks. There you go. There you go. Now that looks like it. That looks like it. Yay, we got some vines. I'm not a big fan of how they're like trying to move around. Not a big fan of that. Let me look if they actually. It looks kind of cool, but the movement is it's always so hard to get that vegetation movement right. That's something that I really want to go deep into, because yeah, now we have some vines. It took me around, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, which is not that bad, to get the vine going. Yeah, that movement, I'm not a big fan of that movement. Yep, very buggy. We're gonna change that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna change that simply by going to Vine and looking for the texture we are using, I mean the material. And here on leaf wind intensity, we can make them go a little bit smaller. Let's go intensity 2. Hopefully they're not gonna move much. Still they move. Let's go 0. Let's go 0.1. I don't see anything. 0.5. Now they're moving a little bit nicer. This is a difficult thing because it works well for the vines, but then all the other plants using this material won't be able to move nicely, so it's something that I need to adjust very specifically to each one. So I'm gonna create an instance for each plant and adjust it properly. For now I'm gonna keep it very slow like that. Yes, we got some vines. And then we can get rid of these ugly vines we have here and here, not doing anything. We can actually try to push this. I want like the vines to fall on top of the rocks, but that we might do with some kind of simulation. For now, I'm very happy with this, and we can actually start making this a jungle environment now. It really doesn't look nice from far away. It's really glitchy from far away. I think I'm gonna take that movement out. Yeah. This, I think it's gonna bug the thing out. I might need to find another solution for this plant movement. Let's just put it in 0. No, it just glitches because the lines actually. Yeah, it's just because a bunch of lines together. It gives that effect of a vertical sync problem, let's say. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, we got some vines. Alright. So, actually, Okay, that was a nice blueprinting. It's funny how you do what people say in chat and then they just like disappear. That's why you should probably just do your own thing. But I do needed this for the environment, so good thing I got it done. Nice. All right, cool. That could be a good tutorial, like making this vine a blueprint from scratch, so people can replicate it. As another idea for a tutorial, I need to write them down. I have the post-process volume tutorial that I want to do, and I have this vine tutorial. There's a lot of little things. There was another one I forgot. Oh yeah, how to move like very big asset packs from one level to another. I have a good solution for that. Okay, nice. So for now we can actually, yeah, I'm gonna just get rid of those. They don't really work for. Yeah, these vines, I need to find a good solution on how to actually make them fall from the actual rock. Okay, so let's go jungle vine. Is this? No, it's BP vine jungle. Okay, I need to figure that out. Okay, cool. Now we can actually start making this super cool. Let's go step. Let's see if I remember the settings. Step 0.3, and then I would like to go into plank size 10, 5. That's it. We have some vines going. Super cool. And then we can actually get it a little bit more of a step. More step 0.5. There you go. Hey, that's awesome. Yes, I like that curve. Boom, falling down. Now we can actually keep on going. Okay, that's super awesome. Okay, when it comes to the PCG graph, I kind of want to actually start working this out in a much nicer way. Right here, I'm going to just get this graph, and I'm going to maybe push it out, because we have the burnt forest here. Yeah, let's just push that out a little bit more, like this. A little bit more. You know what? Let's just disconnect the graph and move it without actually recalculating the thing, because it's not the right way to do it. Let's just break this link. Break this link. Save. And now we can safely move this box around, get it to that point. We have very sharp edges here, which I don't like. I need to make a spline to get those rounded, and that will be much nicer on the edges. But we can also just add little trees to complement, and I want the jungle to actually come out a little bit more. It's gonna take a little bit to regenerate. Nice. Now it looks like we are entering a jungle. Super awesome. Now it feels nicer. And I want to play with the spline actually, the river spline. Where is my river spline? Oh, it's way down here. Yep, I want to make those points smaller so the trees and the vegetation can go closer to the river. Right there, get it closer, and now we should be able to grow some stuff closer to the river. That's the magic of PCG. Yay, we got some stuff growing in the river. Nice, maybe too close to the river. Okay, super awesome. I really like this shadow, like that's so nice, like poof, just under a lot of trees. We need some transform size, how do you call it, a scale variation, because we do want the trees to be a little bit bigger and smaller, because these 3 trees are exactly the same, which is not so cool. And here I'm going to also move this spline and push it into the river a little bit so we can have some vegetation closer to the river. And I can always go back to the foliage tools and just add manually stuff to really make it nice. But this PCG graph, it actually just helps to give a first kind of look to it. I like this. Now we're getting into a nicer environment. I do want to have more stuff in here. Can I see the points? It's a little hard to see the spline points. I kind of want to modify the spline points, have them a little bigger on the outliner. Or maybe another color, that will be helpful, because they're white as the thing, as the line. Good thing about splines, you can rotate the points to actually get those lines very, very nice. For example, here I can rotate. It's not really doing what I was expecting. Yesterday it did work like that. Maybe we have it on a different axis. Oh yeah, there you go. You can rotate these points super nicely. Splines in Unreal Engine are very good actually. Just it's a matter of getting a little comfortable with them. And then I will add ferns and I will add a bunch of other vegetation. Being careful not to go too crazy. I do want to keep it like a jungle, because I do want to have like an other areas with some other vegetation. Need to be smart on how I use them. Also the palm trees, I can keep them closer to the beach area, and then it needs to have some logic behind it. So when it comes to the trees, let's go to the transform points. And let's go scale minimum 1.5 and scale maximum maybe 6.5. So we have a variation from. Why is this 4 point? We have some weird stuff here. I kinda, yeah, 6.5. There you go. We had one value that was not the same. Wow, PCG is recalculating super fast. I really like this. And we still have these 3 trees right here, which are exactly the same. This is not supposed to be like that. We have big rocks, and I'm not sampling any meshes. I do. I just need to change them. And here we have this big tree. which I wanna change. Somehow this tree is not really changing. Do I need to like change the scale a little bit more? Be more aggressive with it? Maybe let's go, yeah, 0.7. It really doesn't wanna do it. That doesn't make sense. That's the thing with PCG. Like, if you wanna modify something specifically, it really doesn't allow you to. You need to kind of like separate it into different like layers, and then it comes to a point where like I just rather just paint it with foliage. It might be just easier. Gives me like specific control of each specific asset. So PCG is kind of cool. Like, it really helps, but when it comes to this, I might just need to go back to the spline and tell the river spline to just cut these trees, because they're not really working for me. Yep, let's just get this spline point if it allows me to select it. Yeah, it's a little hard to select those little points on splines. Okay, I'm gonna cut some of these trees, hopefully. Let's see if it recalculates. Let's see if we can get some of those trees cut. Okay, maybe I need to push. Okay, there you go, cut some of them. Yeah, because we don't want to have the same tree 3 times there. Okay, let's see if I can just cut the middle one. Okay, let's give it a second. Now I cut all of them. It's okay, can just place them by hand in that specific area. There you go, let's just keep one. Let's just keep one tree. That's nice. We can add the rest. Okay, when it comes to the rocks, these rocks are too bright. I'm not a big fan of this color. We need like darker rocks, like these ones. These are like more jungle rocks, and all of these leaves are growing horizontally, which is not great. I'm gonna make them grow vertically, which is not hard to do. Let me see what happens if I change the material of this super quick. There you go, now we're talking. Let's make all of these actually jungle rocks. Jungle rock right there, and I want to make this one a jungle rock as well. There you go. Okay, makes much more sense now. Still is like a straight line here, but we can, these trees, let's see if I can change the material a little bit to make them a little different color. Don't see the change. I want the okay. I really thought we had another one somewhere. Okay. Like that darker green one. I guess not. Yep, doesn't really make sense to have that color. It's a little bit Like we need something more lush. Okay, but it's okay for now. Yeah, those vines are so nice. Super cool stuff. I would like to add more stuff. These trees I might just make smaller, you know, like they're a little bit too big. And here we're gonna make a path, a spline to get rid of those plants growing on the bridge, like specifically on top of the bridge. We're gonna cut that out. When it comes to the PCG, let me just make everything grow vertical, which is it's gonna be hard to place this on a very steep mountain. Yeah, PCG with very steep terrain, it takes a lot more work to get things right. And also all these rocks right here, I kind of need to make them darker. Yeah, let's go actually here and go like doom. Okay. Yeah. Hey, how are you? I got all of this stuff right here, and I got a vine spline, a vine blueprint to make vines. So I'm gonna like start adding vines everywhere. These waterfalls don't really make sense. They're falling from nowhere. It looks like some kind of faucet or something. I'm just changing some little texture.
All good.
It's gonna be super nice.
Water looks good.
Yeah, I really like this waterfall texture, right? It's so sweet. Then I'm gonna add some splashes and I'm gonna add some stuff. And there's a place where you can actually walk underneath a waterfall. So it's gonna be super fun.
Probably some inside water source.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this actually river go up the mountains to make more sense, right? Not just like coming out from nowhere. Well, sometimes it does happen in Costa Rica. You are driving in the mountain areas and there's like a little waterfall just falling from a rocky mountain. I'm like, what? Where that comes from? But obviously, it kind of makes more sense if you actually add some stuff. Like give a little bit of like a canal, make more sense. Especially if you want to like the player to be able to fly over the thing, that'll be super nice for him to actually look at where the water originates, where it ends up. That's something that I really appreciate in games. Like imagine like
I'll be sniping some robots. I'm still here.
There you go. I appreciate it. Good luck with sniping robots. Super awesome. Yeah, these colors are super nice. I really like this. Right there. And I'm gonna put it here. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, little by little it's gonna get much nicer. I'm gonna get some moss on the thing. Yay. Let's add some more vegetation. And also I want to make a little camp. Okay, we got those trees back in there. I'm going to go to PCG Jungle. Change the density of the trees, which is attribute, there you go, noise, let's put it 2, so it will change the thing around. Hopefully. Not for the big rocks, but for the trees. Let's go noise 3. What if we do noise 5? It really cuts out a lot of trees. Let's go 2.5. Ah, we can change the seed. That's great. Actually, that's all I need, just to change the seed. Because noise 2 is great, but I would like to just change the seed. Let's change the seed. There you go, that's all I needed. Awesome. Yeah, when you have like 3 trees just stuck together, we can just change that. Oh, now I have a tree in front of the path. That's funny. We'll make a little spline to get rid of that. Density filters and yeah, I shouldn't touch that because I built around those trees already, so let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, these are just the bushes. Oh my god, yeah. I'm like, why is it not changing? Okay, that kind of looks interesting. Okay, that's cool. I like this. We have a big tree right next to the thing. Okay, no trees right next there to the river. Kind of like this one. Gonna just copy this noise, this seed, and try maybe another one. Okay, I like this. Let's just leave it like that for now, and then I will continue modifying the PCG graph. Another thing I want to do is to add more vegetation on the edge.
The music is such a vibe.
Yeah.
I wish it snowed where I live.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah, I try to keep some chill music, especially in the morning. I like listening to very chill music. Oh, awesome. It's a little it gets overwhelming to work on such a big environment sometimes. Kind of I'm just gonna really go with the flow and take it easy and just go area by area until I feel comfortable in that area. I'll move on to the next one and just go little by little, because it kind of becomes overwhelming when you start jumping a lot from one area to another and you don't see progress. You're just trying to like fill in every area super quick, and it really doesn't work out that well. So I think I'm gonna just take it easy and make a very nice area, continue with the next until I feel happy with that area, and then continue with the next. A little bit what I was doing before. I don't know why I got into like such a rush. It's super nice when you get in the flow, like in the flow state, and just go for hours. That's the most important, enjoying the process. That's how you can achieve your best work. I guess it was nice to get a better idea of the whole island, like the whole area, let's say the whole environment, and then decide how many biomes and many like little spots I will have, and then start like actually pushing them a little bit more. But now I feel like I definitely want to bring them to a like a more detailed like make them more detailed and then continue with the next one. Maybe not like super finished, but like to like a midpoint, something like that, so I can be like, okay, this is working, and then I can come back for a third round of detail and actually set dress and get little things. But I just don't want the whole environment to look super procedural and like, oh, this looks exactly like the other area, oh, I've been walking in the same forest for like 10 minutes. No, I wanna like really break it down into small things, make little camps and make little settlements, and really take advantage of the bunch of props I have. I have so much that I can be using, and I really want to make it super cool. Yeah, this PCG workflow, it's great. It's just that I really need to find a good balance between hand placed and PCG. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more trees by hand to make a little camping here. That'll be nice. I had more stuff in here. Yeah, when you change the noise attributes and the seed attributes on the PCG, it really scrambles all the vegetation around, and you like, it might fix it in some areas, but some others it like really messes it up. So it's like I need to like actually save the settings before I do that. In case I mess up, I can go back. Okay. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of vines, and I need like the river to go down as well. I don't want it to be like flat all the way through. I want it like to have like different like height variations, so it fall down into a pond and then continue. That'll be super cool. Okay, that's cool. That's a nice kind of look to the other. And then I have some very nice bamboo trees that I can grow.
Sniping's a good job mate. Challenging work, out of doors. I guarantee you'll not go angry, because at the end of the day, long as there's 2 people on the planet, someone is gonna want someone dead.
Are you playing a game? Oh.
Hello my brother, long time no see.
Hey, how are you? Working here on the jungle, in a jungle biome right now. Super nice. Trying to build like a little camp up here. Wanna see what props can I use for this little camp. As always, I like to start with really want to start with some these torches, some nice torches. That'll be nice. And then I would like to add like little tents. Let's see what we have. Tent, static mesh. We have a city tent. Like, what is this?
You have changed so many things. I was little busy at my personal project.
Yeah, it's I've been growing this environment a lot, maybe bigger than I should. Like, it's like we have a bunch, like a huge like lava area. Like I want to make a burn forest, and this is like the little tropical area, and then the swamp area. I want to go back and finish that swamp. And I've been working on the river system, so I'm gonna have like these huge waterfalls falling from up on top of the mountain, and I need to make all the water flow, and then I want the water to flow out the beach, and I'm gonna have a desert environment, and whoa, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, this swamp needs some work. The lighting, it keeps on changing. I'm having a little trouble with the lighting and post-process volume. There's something going on with the priority of how those work, but yeah, I'm gonna get that fixed. Also the PCG graph, I'm trying to like really learn how to use PCG properly, which is super powerful, but really takes some time. Oh, we have something here. Those tents are very nice. Let's see what props do we have here. Let's see if I can actually build like a little camp. I'm just gonna place some props. and see what works, what doesn't. Okay, we have something more like a camp tent. Those are a little bit more of a like tent, like how do you say it? Oh, those are very cool. Hey, actually, those are exactly what I needed. Yep, those are exactly the structures I was looking for. More like a jungle structure, made out of. Yep, I like those better. I'm not gonna use those ones. Let's see, what else do we have? We have these ones are more like a market one. It kind of works. Yep, those are kind of nice. We can change the textures, make them mossy and stuff. Can have a little settlement here. Nice. Okay, those tents are very cool. I want like a fireplace also. A fireplace. Oh, we have a bunch of like bonfires. Yeah. Wow, we have a lot of them. That's super nice. Alright, that's awesome. Yeah, let's get some of this fireplace. I want like a big bonfire. Maybe not so big, but yeah, like stuff like that. And also, I would like to have the little sticks. They're called. Forgot how they're called. Let me look for that asset. I have it right here. I always like to have these in the little settlements. It's so nice. Those little sticks right there. They're called spikes. Spikes. Yeah, like so we can like protect the settlement from, I don't know, creatures and stuff. Those are super nice. It always like gives that like very good vibe of like, I mean, how do you say it? Like it gives that that impression that there's actually somebody living there, that there's somebody actually holding this place. Those are used a lot in games like World of Warcraft to make settlements and cover them a little bit. It's always nice to have them around. And I need to make a spline actually to stop like adding them by hand. Need to make a spline and get them actually on. That'll be much easier to work with. Sometimes splines can actually also be a little repetitive. I'm just gonna place them super quick like that, just to get an idea. And here on top we can have like some kind of like structure. Let me just add maybe a couple of those. I don't need to use this all the time. Actually, we can just, yeah, we shouldn't use those all the time. I kind of want to make like a nice entrance to the thing, like some wood. Definitely, that'll be super cool to have some wood stack up somewhere. Yeah, just adding up some props, and then I can actually play with them and make them look super cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's see, what else? What is this? Not really. Okay, I'm going to add I want the vines. Let's see, the jungle vine. That would be super cool. Yeah, I like vines a lot. Just to go so well with this blueprint that I modified. Now I can actually just create vines super easily. Just need to find the end spot right there. Make them grow somewhere where it makes sense. And have them somewhere around here. Cool. Then I want to actually make them go down a little bit, which is step 05. The number of planks, which is the plank size. I need to change the variable for vine size or vine count maybe. If I make it 5, it appears a lot of them. Nice. And we can like actually make those grow everywhere. Yep, just a little settlement. We can add some fire as well. Yeah, that's kind of nice. That's kind of like the maybe a little bit more detailed, but kind of want to like start like building like little areas like that to get a better idea, and then come back and refine and refine. Okay, it gives me a little look of the other areas, which is always nice to get a look of the other parts of the environment. It's very lush, kind of hard to see. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. Yeah, I need to play a little bit more with the character so I get a better idea of how things look like. Those trees I think I might make smaller. Those trees are covering too much. Right, let's see. What else? Have a hanging bridge that goes from here. That's too long of a hanging bridge. from here to there, and from, yeah, those are too big of a hanging bridge. Yeah, I forget how big this is, like, compared to the character. I need to, like, really take that in consideration. Let's see. This is like realistic fire somehow, but I want the stylized fire, and I was using for the other one, which was like super nice. Is it this one? Oh, this is just a material. Now that I have so much stuff in here, let's find the other fire I like, the stylized one, which is this one. It really looks nice for this style, which is called candle flame. It's a candle flame actually, that I'm using as fire for candle flame. We have a bunch of candles, which is great because I want to put them in the swamp environment, make something very cool. Candle flame. Okay, there you go. Candle flame. We have two of them. Let's see. Okay, there you go. That's the one I like. Placing this is a little hard because it's just a plane. So to make it look interesting, you need to actually put it somewhere where it makes sense from at least some angles. That's a little bit nicer there. That kinda works. Not 100%, but kinda works. The problem is that you move it from one angle and it doesn't look good from the other one. Let's see, let's go around. Kinda works. Big fire though, very big fire. And then you can add like a little point light to actually make it glow a little bit around the scene. Make it super cool. Let's see, spikes. Let's add some spikes. I would like to add some like big thorns. That'll be super cool. In some areas, like make them like all twisted and stuff. Those things I will need to create because I don't have them. But I think that with speed tree or something like that, I can create something very cool and then just decimate it, make it low poly. I need like a lookout. I need to make a place that is a little higher so the player can actually climb it up and use it as a lookout. That'll be super nice, like a structure. It could be actually rock. It could be as simple as just one of those rocks and putting them somewhere here to be used as a lookout location. Up, F. I think this is nice, just like that. Take those spikes out. Okay.
Do you have trouble with procrastination?
Not much with procrastination, but I do. Hey, real McPhee. But I do have trouble with getting in the zone sometimes. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm getting like in the creative zone, so it's like I'm just working but not like getting the best out. And the only way to fix that is actually pushing forward until you actually start like feeling like very happy with your own work, and it's like you get motivated by watching the progress. That's what I've learned with time, and to achieve that more easily, it's nice.
My message gets written out. I am alive.
Yeah. I have the voice, the text to speech, because when I'm working I don't read the chat. It's kind of hard for me to read the chat, so I rather just have the bot read it. This is a nice lookout. You see, like now I can go out and look. Maybe those trees are too big. I need to make those trees a little smaller so we can have a lookout. I like lookouts a lot, so you can actually get an idea of where you are in the world. Yeah, just little by little, like trying to make this more interesting. So what I do when I'm not really sure, like when things are like not really flowing, let's say, I look for reference and I get inspired in with other things. For example, if I'm working in like a nature project like this, like a nature environment, even though it's low poly and stylized, I can also look for like real world locations and be like, oh, I kind of want to add some of this stuff from this jungle, or I want to do this kind of trees or this kind of thing. And then I look at other games that have jungles and have this kind of environments, and I'm like, oh, I really need that, I really want that, I need to add this stuff. And then I start like trying to implement those ideas into my own work, and then I get motivated, like, oh, nice, it's actually moving forward. But yeah, the only thing you can do to get motivated and try to beat procrastination is actually get to work, and that way you will break those things, break that barrier, and then you will start like feeling more motivated. For example, another thing that really helps a lot is do smaller projects. Because, for example, if I do like something very big like this environment that I'm working on, it gets very overwhelming very fast. Because it's so big that all my effort gets diluted very quickly. So all my energy gets diluted everywhere super easily, and it's like I don't see the progress, I don't see actually where my work is. I put like 8 hours today and I don't see my work, and it gets frustrating because it's like I want to see the progress. I want to see a finished area. I want to actually see something, but it gets diluted a lot. So it's like it really doesn't it really doesn't show, and you are like, "Oh, I don't know where I'm putting my work at, I don't see the results," and that's something that demotivates people a lot. So for example, to get motivated with this area, I want to actually come back to the swamp environment and actually finish this area. This is one area that I really wanted to get down, like I really wanted to finish it, but then I started like doing a lot of other stuff and I got distracted from this area. So I'm like, no, I need to come back to this area and make it super cool, add the lighting I want, add the atmospheric effects, the post-process volumes, add the fog I need, add like little voodoo structures with like candles and like make it very cool actually. And then that will get me motivated to work on other areas, like, yes, finally I got the swamp down, so let's move to the next one. Like if I keep on jumping from area to area, it really doesn't help me, And now the lighting, it's a little different. I don't remember the lighting being like this, and it's like I'm having like an issue with the post-process volumes. They're kind of like competing between each other, and I remember this being a little bit more down. And then I moved a lot of props, and there's things like floating and stuff, so it's like, I kind of wanna just finish this up nicely. Yeah, I have all these things here which are not really working well. So that's what I will try to do today. I will try to just pause for a second and be like, yep, I'm going to try to finish one area and try to continue with the next and the next and the next. I really want to see a finished area and see how it actually looks like. Yeah, these trees, I'm gonna make them separated and I'm gonna make them smaller. I don't like these trees to be so big. Yep, so that's the thing. Probably that's one of my biggest issues, diluting my energy and my work a lot. It's nicer to do something small but very polished than actually have a lot of things that are not actually finished. It's something that it's taken me a long time to learn. Because you think that you can like really push yourself and do like a lot of things at the same time, but it's better just to take it easy. And
I'm currently doing a fishing game together with my wife, and it took more than 1 week with AH to master 3D scans. It's still not working and I don't see any progress at all.
3D scans, that's super cool. Have you checked?
I'm going to start another try as soon as my rest is done.
Yeah, definitely. Take some rest. And what are you like? Okay, cool. I was like, I thought I was offline in the live stream. Have you checked this guy? Michael Fosher. Is it Michael or William? William Fosher. This guy is the master of 3D scanning. This guy, let me show this YouTube channel to you. This guy has the best tutorials on 3D scanning with reality capture. This is like, if you want to get some good scans,
William Fosher.
That's the way. That's the way. I'm not getting my chat through the vertical stream, I guess. That's interesting. Huh. Let's just check that out. I think I'm getting both chats. That's nice. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm streaming vertically and horizontally, so it's a little confusing sometimes. I don't know where people are talking to, but I think I got both of them. Yeah, I got both of them. It's nice. Unfortunately, the people on the horizontal cannot read the vertical chat, and vice versa. But you hear it on the bot. The bot just reads the messages, so people can talk from one chat to the other through the bot, which is kind of cool.
I just looked him up, watched 2 videos, and I'm going to continue there later.
Yeah.
Checks.
Yeah, that guy, it really like goes over all the settings and everything, and maybe the hardest thing in 3D scanning is how you take your pictures. You really need to take your pictures. Like you need to go round and round and take your pictures, and in a very methodic way. You take one picture, you move 5 degrees, you take a picture, you move 5 degrees, and it goes like a spiral from up down. And then you need to put them into Lightroom. So you modify the pictures, you take them in RAW. It's gonna take a lot of space. You take them in RAW format, and then you modify them. You take the brightness a little bit down, the contrast a little bit down, so there's no harsh highlights, and then you sharpen them a little bit, so all the points are easier to pick up. And it's there are a lot of little tricks you can do to actually get them right. And then you can clean up your scans with ZBrush and other programs. It's a whole art of itself, like making 3D scans. It's super interesting stuff. Yeah. It's super cool stuff. I kind of want to make more scans. And obviously, like, I don't know if you're using a camera or a phone, but like if you have a camera, it's obviously gonna be much nicer. Okay, cool. That's very nice.
I'm back.
Hey, the real Slash. I'm getting a lot of new viewers today. That's very nice. Super cool. Yeah, we'll be try.
I ate food. I'm back.
Nice.
I think I'm in the last step. I had problems with texture baking, like having the details of a high residential on its low poly version. I think I'm going to send you my guide at Discord. No need to answer.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know what you're using to do that. I can send you some very good tutorials on Substance Painter on how to do that. You can also do that using ZBrush, but I recommend Substance Painter. It's a little bit more user friendly.
I ate chicken and a water pastry.
Oh, nice. That's very good. I probably gonna have some chicken later tonight or tomorrow, but I do have some chicken that I need to cook eventually these days. Okay, great. All right, so yeah, one thing I don't really like is these trees. These trees are too big. They are very big, and I'm not a big fan of this. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted. My My parents came to the apartment to visit, and my dad is just fixing stuff all over the place and making like very weird noises. I'm like, what is he touching? What is he doing? He just got some knives and started like making them sharper. I'm like, what? Which is nice. It's nice. He likes doing that stuff. Just fixing everything in the house. Which is very, very nice, because I do like using tools, but I'm not that experienced. Okay. Yeah, there's something I don't really like. It's like, I think it's those trees. Those trees are too big. These trees are a little bit too big, I guess. I'm going to make them smaller, actually. Yeah, they really block the view. They really block the whole thing. Let's go to the PCG biome and let's actually just copy this tree. I have a little mess right here with the thing. I'm going to actually just poop. Try to clean this up a little. I have two splines that cut the foliage, let's say the assets, so I can spawn them outside. These splines kind of like tell the PCG graph, the procedural generation content tool, that I don't want to generate meshes inside this spline. So these are very nice to actually cut things out from places you don't need them. And here the grass, I'm gonna add everything together inside this thing. This input and output node, they don't really need to be there. You don't need to connect them to anything. It's just a floating node. And then I'm going to go to the tree one. Okay, so this tree one, I'm going to Control V, and I'm going to push in here. Not like that. Just copy it and paste it on top of another graph, which is gonna just make a whole mess. So let me just copy and paste that. And it did the same, like, okay, nope. that's like what? Like, these comment boxes are made for you to actually sorry them. Alright, my parents said that it's time to have lunch, so I'm gonna try to just do this super quickly and come back and stream. And I'm going to disconnect the graph, the landscape data, just so it doesn't bug out, because every time I move something it recalculates and keeps recalculating. So all I need to do is just this is another spline I like to use to cut things, but instead of duplicating, maybe I should duplicate it to keep the graph a little cleaner. But here I'm going to trees, and I'm going to call this big trees. And from this static mesh spawner, I want to take this island tree off, and from this one I actually want to take all the other meshes off, so I can only control the tree from one little graph. That will give me a specific control over that tree. Maybe this is a better way to use PCG, just having each piece of vegetation being controlled by each specific graph, so you can really narrow down exactly what you need from that. This is empty, and this is empty, and It says none, none, none. Okay, cool. I have a banana tree that I actually need to actually get off here. Cool. So we have none, 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 and just the island tree. Okay, so now we can spawn this by connecting the landscape data to the surface sampler, and it should load and spawn the jungle. These other trees are not part of the PCG graph, they're just placed assets, but now everything should spawn back again. Hopefully we should get the other trees spawning as well, which I don't see. That's kinda interesting. Where's the other tree? Huh. That's a good question. Let's force regeneration. And I would like to have these other trees just spawning. Maybe I touched something I didn't need. Yeah, PCG, it's very powerful, but it's kind of tough to set up. You see, I like seeing through the jungle a little bit. It looks more interesting. It gives you more of a far. Oh. yeah, lunch is waiting. Obsidian nodes. I haven't heard that before. I need to check that out. Sounds very cool. What are they used for? Oh, I'm missing a little thing right here. It's not spawning because we are not feeding the attribute noise, which fits the whole graph. Yep, they should spawn right now. Boom. That's why I need to keep my nodes very tidy, because one little thing and you... There you go, we got the trees. Hey, cool. So these trees I want to make smaller. I'm gonna make them smaller with the transform node. So let's make them scale 1, 2, up to 1.5. Just keep them smaller, because it was like 6.5 maximum. So now we're gonna make them way smaller. This is gonna help a lot. Oops, that's very small actually. I kinda like it actually. We can find a better size. Let's say 1.5 to 3 maybe, something like that. I'm very happy because PCG sometimes takes forever and sometimes it's very quick. It's kind of interesting. I know for sure that like modifying the landscape while having PCG on is not a good idea, because the surface sampler is actually calculating the landscape geometry all the time. So if you move something, it's gonna like just get stuck. Okay, we are recalculating. Yay, awesome. I think that's a great idea. I'm just gonna have each little tree, maybe not everything separated, but I will have like big trees separated from the middle ones, and just like so I can have a much more control over them. It's funny, we have two palm trees right next to each other, like it looks like so placed. Sometimes PCG places 3 trees right next to each other exactly the same way, and it's like, dude, come on, like that's not what we need. Okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe we can make them 2.5 to 5. It's yeah, I have my thoughts on PCG. Maybe I need to learn more about it, but there's nothing like hand placing assets, like just foliage painting specifically where you need it, and like that's amazing. Seriously, like, okay, I like this size actually. This is very interesting. I can actually look through the jungle and actually see how things work. Oh crap. Recalculating. Let's give it a second to just load. There you go. Okay, cool. Yep, we still have these two trees there. Like, why? And this one just growing there. Yep, maybe not exactly how I wanted it, but and here we will have water splashing. Hey, how are you? Hola, hola. I love those bamboo trees. They look so sweet. Very detailed for this style, but kind of works. Okay. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. Just little by little, I'm going to like work this out. Like, I want to walk behind the waterfall. That'll be super cool. Have another. Oh, we got some god rays right there. Good. This tree looks super cool. Yeah, it's a very big environment. Like, wow, it's getting a little bit interesting. But alright guys, I think I need to cut the stream for now. I'm going to have some lunch and hopefully come back and continue with this. I'm trying to keep the schedule constant, so I will be streaming in the morning. I'm trying to like really stream like at least like hopefully, you know, like 6-8 hours per day, since I'm like actually working on this environment for a client. So it's a perfect project for streaming. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you